Hello students, good morning. In the chemical bonding chapter, today we will discuss about the dipole moment. Let's at first discuss what is dipole moment and their applications. Now, write down the definition of dipole moment. Before at first try to understand what do you mean by the term dipole, as the word in which given di means two and pole means that is positive pole or negative pole. So the word dipole means simply di means two, pole means these two poles, either positive or negative, and this pole arises whenever we make the compound when where is the electronegative difference. Suppose we have a molecule in which A atom and B atom, in which the covalent compound present, and this molecules is formed by the sharing of covalent bond. And suppose B atom has more valence electron, in that condition we can say that B is more electronegative than A. So there will be electronegative difference is the most accurate condition found in the dipole polarizing poles. So it acquires negative charge and it acquires positive charge if electronegative difference between them. In that condition, the shared paired electron shift towards it seems to be shared paired electron shift towards the B. So in that condition, we represent the dipole moment by Greek letter mu, and what is it is the product of the magnitude of charge, and we can symbolize the charge by Q and the distance between them. So students, try to understand, if a covalent molecule in which electronegative difference is between the A and the B. B is the more electronegative than A, so in that condition B acquire partial negative charge and A acquire partial positive charge. So according to this dipole moment definition, there is the charge, magnitude of charge arise between them. So we represent the dipole moment by the Greek letter mu, and it is equal to the product of magnitude of charge and distance between them. So write down the definition. Dipole moment is the product of the magnitude of charge and the distance between the center of the positive and negative charges. So, and it is denoted by the Greek letter. It is denoted by the Greek letter that is called the mu, and it is measured in unit D by, in short we use only D. So what is dipole moment? What is mu? Mu equal to the Q and D. So simply we can explain by this definition, the dipole moment is the product of the magnitude of charge. Greater the electronegative difference, more the magnitude of the charge, and the distance between them is known as dipole moment. And it is the vector quantity, students. It is the properties of dipole moment. It is the vector quantity like this, equal to Q into D. So it is the vector quantity, means it has both magnitude as well as direction. So let's explain. So at first we explain about the representation of dipole moment. So representation of dipole moment. Dipole moment of a molecule is represented by an arrow with a crossed tail, and the arrow is directed from the positive end to negative end of the dipole. For example, suppose we have a molecule that is called the HCl, and there is a electronegative difference between this. So by nature it is a polar molecule. So small negative charge appears on the chlorine, similarly small positive charge appears on this. So we can represent by this. So arrow towards the negative end and cross tail towards the positive end, and it is directed from positive to negative. In this way we can represent the dipole moment by this arrow with crossed tail. Next we discuss origin of dipole moment of a polar molecule. Origin of dipole moment of a polar molecule. This arises due to the difference in electronegativity electronegativities of the two atoms bonded together by a polar covalent bond. Simply like this, suppose we have H and we have F, so there is electronegative difference between them. Fluorine is more electronegative than hydrogen, so in that condition origination of dipole moment takes place. So by this we can easily explain the dipole moment. And the units of dipole moment. Write down the units of dipole moments. Units of dipole moment. If in a molecule, suppose if in a molecule an electron is assumed to be placed at a distance of 1 angstrom from an equally positive charge. This means negative charge. This means negative charge and equally positive charge. Suppose this and this. Then the dipole moment. That is represented by mu of the molecule is given by so students, write down the mu equal to charges on the electrons and either negative or positive, and the distance between the negative charge and positive charge. Charges on the electrons and distance between the negative and positive, because mu equal to, we know that mu equal to q into d. So charges, that is q, represent the charges on the electrons, and d represent the distance between the two negative poles, that is negative or two poles, that is negative or positive. So now the charge on the electron in CGS unit is 4.8 into 10 to the power minus 10 electrostatic unit, while the charge on the electron in SI unit is equal to 1.602 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Thus, number 1, if mu in CGS units, so we put the value of charge of electron, that is 4.8 into 10 to the power minus 10 electrostatic unit, and distance 1 angstrom. So by solving this, 10 to the minus 10 ESU into, convert this into cm, 10 to the power minus 8 cm. Now it comes 4.8 into 10 to the power minus 80 electrostatic unit cm. This value comes when mu is calculated in CGS unit. Now the quantity that is 10 to the power minus 80 electrostatic unit cm is called 1 dBi, that is D. So we call 10 to the minus 18 electrostatic unit cm equal to 1 dBi. So the value of 1 dBi equal to 10 to the power minus 18 ESU cm. In SI unit, it expressed in coulomb meter unit, not per coulomb meter unit. So let's see in SI unit. Mu in SI units. The charge on the electron 1.602 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, and the distance to minus 8 into 10 to the minus 2 meter. So So it comes 1.602 10 to the power minus 29 coulomb meter. So students, in SI unit, mu is expressed in coulomb meter unit. So in this way we can simply represent the meaning or definition of dipole moments and their units. How can we calculate the dipole moment in different units? Let's we discuss the different types of molecules. Dipole moment and molecular structure. Number 1, in diatomic molecules. So at first, in these type of molecules, the bond polarity is directly related to dipole moment. Greater the dipole moment, more will be the polarity of the bond. For example, if we have hydrogen fluoride molecule, obviously chlorine is more electronegative than hydrogen, so we calculate their dipole moment. First, represent the dipole moment by this cross step. Hydrogen less electronegative, so it requires positive charge. Fluorine requires partial negative charge, and by experimentally it calculated, the value comes 1.78 dY. In case of hydrogen chloride, obviously it requires partial negative and it requires partial positive because chlorine is more electronegative than hydrogen. So in that way we can represent dipole moment by this, and the value comes 1.07 dY. So here we can easily arrange in the increasing or decreasing order of their dipole moment. Their dipole moment is 1.78 because this bond polarity is greater than the bond polarity of this molecule, because chlorine is more electronegative than chlorine. So obviously their bond polarity will be more than the chlorine. So here we can explain easily, greater the dipole moment, more the bond polarity. Let's we discuss about the polyatomic molecules. In case of polyatomic molecules, as a polyatomic molecules has more than one polar bond. The dipole moment is equal to the resultant dipole moment of all the individual bonds called bond momentum, called bond momentum. So in polyatomic molecule, at first we discuss molecule with unsymmetrical and bent geometry. At first we discuss the molecules with unsymmetrical and bent means angular, bent geometry. Have resultant dipole moment as the bond polarity do not cancel out, as the bond polarity do not cancel out. For example, if we have a water molecule, suppose OH2, and oxygen have two lone pairs like this, and it is more electronegative, so it requires negative charge, it requires positive charge, and it requires positive charge, and arrow towards the more electronegative. And also this is the lone pair present on the oxygen, so this will go like this. So in this way, the resultant dipole moment as the bond polarity do not cancel out, because this is the vector quantity, so all the bond is added on. In the case of NH3, so positive and negative. There is also so dipole moment added on, because nitrogen is more electronegative than hydrogen, and in the direction of lone pair also. So in this type, the unsymmetrical and bent geometry have resultant dipole moment as the bond polarity do not cancel out. So in this way we can represent the molecules with unsymmetrical and bent geometry. Let's we discuss the molecules with symmetrical. Suppose at first write down the molecules with symmetrical and linear geometry have zero dipole moment, because being vector in nature, dipole moment is vector in nature, the dipole moment, dipoles of different bonds, cancel with one another. For example, we have carbon dioxide. Oxygen is more electronegative than carbon. Obviously, it requires negative and it requires positive charge. And the arrow towards the more electronegative. So their dipole is cancel out, equal and opposite dipole cancel out to each other. So net dipole moment becomes 0. In the case of CCl4, chlorine is more electronegative than carbon. It requires negative charge, and carbon requires positive charge. Arrow towards the electronegative, like this, and this. So resultant dipole moment becomes 0 because all the direction is mutually cancel out to each other. Dipole cancel out to each other because it is the vector in nature. So students, in this way you can easily explain the type of molecule on the basis of electronegativity, or find out the dipole moment, or find out the nature of molecules. For example, if one question is given to you, try to solve. So we have one molecule NH3, and we can say that NH3 has greater dipole moment than NF3. Why? First question, why? As we know, both have pyramidal structure. So in this type of question, always asked in the examination, both NH3 and NF3 have pyramidal structure, but NH3 has greater dipole moment than NF3. Why? And what about, this is the question number 1, and what about beryllium chloride, or what about beryllium fluoride? What will be the dipole moment of beryllium fluoride? And another example, suppose given to you, is carbon disulfide. So this is another question, what will be the dipole moment of this and this? Their dipole moment has some value, or their dipole moment becomes 0. Why? Simply define, both have the 0 dipole moment. Explain. So in this way, so many molecules given to examination, and you, on the basis of their structure, on the basis of their electronegative difference, on the basis of their arrow where pointed towards, you can explain the net dipole moment of this molecules. So students, try to do the questions related to the dipole moment of your NCERT exercise. Let's we discuss another topic. So our another topic is resonance. So I'm going to explain in the next video about the resonance. That's enough for this particular day.